think net neutrality is something that we should have, because I mean, who the hell wouldn't enjoy free stuff? I mean, I think buying stuff for free and it's much more complicated than buying something with no net neutrality, because that means you have to put your credit card into use, and which is like a huge procedure and it's really irritating. End of story.
Student, I am for net neutrality because now, since we are in the age of technology, it is more frequently used, and I think we should not put prices on staples. We would not overcharge water, or we would not overcharge necessities. And now I think technology is a necessity, and I don't think net neutrality will maintain the balance of going about.
Net neutrality is a good thing because there won't be any discrimination between the websites, so people won't have to be like, no, I'm this website user or that website user. So I think net neutrality is a good thing. That's all.
Yeah, I really think that net neutrality has to be enforced in our country, because it has to be really important for everyone to use the services which is provided by the internet free of cost. I mean, why should we really pay for any kind of services? Because when other websites are giving it, only certain websites, why is that discrimination? I really think that discrimination should be abolished and net neutrality should be enforced in our country.
Having the free cost, like all number of same constant prices, it may help more number of people to get into the websites and use those things. And websites also help, like more number of people will get into all the websites. No discrimination between all those like websites, and more number of people will use it. Okay, thank you.
There should be net neutrality in India. I fully support net neutrality. There should be no discrimination among websites, and everybody should get full access to every website. Thank you.
Okay, I'm for net neutrality. It's like, because it's like discrimination. For example, Amazon and Flipkart. If we had to pay for Amazon, it's like discrimination because both of them provide the same services. I am for net neutrality. I feel that we have the right to choose the website we want to log into, so there should not be any discrimination or with preference to any particular website.
In my opinion, net neutrality must be upheld at all costs, because when you look at companies like Facebook trying to use subtle methods to bring down net neutrality, it just aggravates the problem, because you have ISPs that can hide or express political views according to their likings. And then, for example, if you look at free basics concept, what it basically advertises is, an operator is allowed to provide certain websites at free cost to people. So the problem with this is that it provides undue competition to other people. So in such an era, net neutrality must be upheld at all costs.
Net neutrality should be established in India, because then our basic rights of surfing all the internet like sites will be gone. So for surfing one site they'll charge more, and for surfing some other site they'll charge less. So this will create like a nuisance in the country, like where the world is wholly and purely dependent on internet, then they are not dividing the world. So I'm in support of net neutrality in India, which
Net neutrality should be established in India because the other competitor is free basics, which is given by Facebook. The free basics is what they are acting as a gatekeeper between the internet service provider and the service taker, which is not required in a country like India, because India is it should be neutral everywhere in India.
Net neutrality is my birthright and I should have it. So if you're not giving me net neutrality, I say I'm gonna get my guns from Vasapur and shoot you hard, okay?
Everything's transforming itself, and even I want to transform myself in this present upgradation of life. So what I plan by doing transformation of life is I want to come up with better internet facilities. It's the internet, I tell you, that changes everything, and I want to come up with net neutrality, and I'm up for it any day.
I don't agree with the upcoming changes. Net neutrality is must. We should not be discriminating among the website what we want or not want. We want all the website and it should be there. That's it. Thank you.
I want net neutrality because it helps a lot of people in a lot of different ways, and I think we need the internet to develop in one certain way, and it is important for net neutrality to come in and play an important role in developing the internet.
Net neutrality is a must. We all require it, and
It's really important. important?
It's pretty important for our
Anyone who
day-to-day uses.
Internet uses.
Yeah, internet uses, and
You can just like chill out. Forget.
yeah, we can just like use whatever site that we want to, and not be restricted to certain boundaries or limits. We can use
Wrap it up.
So I believe in net neutrality.
I'm here to speak about net neutrality. I want internet to be free for everyone, and I don't want there to be any discrimination to be there between for people to use internet, and it should be a free source available to each and everyone.
The Indian government should go ahead and pass ideal measures for net neutrality, because it's the right of every person to get free internet access to each and every website without any hindrances or problem.
So Indian government has to approve net neutrality. There should be no such conditions applied and discrimination on the usage of sites. Everyone has to be allowed to use sites they want to.
I think we should establish net neutrality in India, because companies like Reliance support net neutrality, and it gives free internet services to all types of Indians, whether they are rich or poor, and you don't have to pay for any kind of internet service, like one site you pay and one site you do not pay. And net neutrality removes that kind of barrier, so all in for net neutrality.
I believe we should have net neutrality. Everyone should have the freedom to browse the internet freely without any discrimination. Well, talking about net neutrality, the government should actually pass a law on net neutrality, whereas people can actually freely browse over all and they needn't pay for anything. Whereas India, they only stuck up to paying for stuff. They only want to make money, but they don't want to develop anything after taking money. They take money, they only hurdle for themselves, all selfish people. So the government should take at least some measures, whereas all the outside, all the Western countries, everybody are developed, and India is not going to develop because of that. They should take some measures or something just to go ahead and get everything free, and so that people will be happy and there be some scope of development.
Net neutrality should be passed in India. It's required for all of us to access all sorts of sites on the internet so that we get information, and it helps us broaden our knowledge.
Okay, the government is trying to pass an act by putting, what is that? You have to pay for WhatsApp separately, YouTube separately, and all the other websites separately. When what I think is, internet is the right of every individual. Okay, so if you just cannot pay for one separate thing, YouTube, and I think it's a loot for all of us. So I support net neutrality, and I just hope it stays on for a very long time. Right?
Okay, I say that having a net neutrality is really a necessary thing, because everybody has got an equal right to have an access on the net. So differentiating under this is not a good thing, what I feel. So I suggest this kind of things has to be reduced.
Websites are being used by millions of people every day, and I think it shouldn't cost a penny, because it's very useful to the society these days.
Yeah, and it should be accessible to everyone who deserves it.
Yeah, I completely support the concept of net neutrality, because I feel that I live in a country that is democratic, and if the government is democratic, then the use of the internet should be democratic as well. So as a user, I should be free to access whatever website I want, and there shouldn't be any kind of discrimination in terms of service providing, and have limited access to certain websites at free cost, and have extremely high paid access to other websites. This completely goes against the concept of the beauty of the internet.
I don't think we must pay for all the net services which people provide, and I feel net neutrality is very important in India, because as we are a democratic country, we must also have equal rights, and yeah, that's it.
Very irrational that we pay for what we use, so I support net neutrality in India.